Most violinists struggle with tension at some point in their career. Often beginners have tension because everything is so difficult and new. And, the tension can be, throughout the entire process of learning, especially as a professional, because we play so many long hours and there's a lot of repetitive motion and very difficult techniques. So I would like to address a lot of different topics of tension and pain and perhaps injury. But today I will focus mostly on the fingers of the left hand. So I call this concept drop release. And it's important to understand that we use tension quite a bit. We are supposed to. We can't, hold up the instrument. We can't use our muscles. We can't play, fortissimo without using our muscles in some way. Of course, gravity helps and other things help. But the important thing to know is that we do use the tension, but once we are finished with it, we have to remember to release it. And that's when usually we run into some problems, because we, do something that requires a lot of force and then we forget to release. So this is a concept for the fingers. What we're going to do is just without the bow, just take the finger and just throw it to the string. You can take your favorite finger, maybe 2 or 3. We're going to throw it onto the string, and then as soon as it lands, we're relaxing. So we throw it, so it's engaged, and then it relaxes. So you can hear the sound with my bow, so I'm going to go. So you see how immediately it goes into that harmonic sound? So before I throw, did you see how I lift the finger? It's hinging from the knuckle right there. And then I throw it, and then it's relaxed right away. So you don't have to use the bow at all. I'm just doing it so you can hear that I actually did release the tension. And the faster you can do that, you throw, you drop the finger, and then you release, the better it is if you can train your muscles to do that. So if you ever notice that you're playing a very fast, intricate passage with a lot of notes, running notes or arpeggios and string crossings, and you notice that you're starting to have pain or you get tired and fatigued pretty quickly, then this might help you quite a bit. Other factors that play into tension in the left side is also the thumb. So, I will give you another video in the future regarding thumb and how to learn to, release the thumb muscle. And also, sometimes the pain travels all the way up here because, everything's working in your forearm to work your fingers, actually. And then sometimes we have tension in the upper arm because of the things that are happening in your shoulders and your neck, and then even your jaw. So a lot of people tend to clench their jaws when they're playing, and then even breathing too. So there are a lot of ways we can carry tension when we're playing. I haven't even addressed the bow arm, but a lot of people struggle with injuries in their bow arm, especially in the forearm area. And I would like to see if you can spend a little time to just train your fingers. Once you get the idea, then you should try them, try it on all your fingers. So maybe play a tiny scale, like on the A string, you can go just 5 notes. And then drop, release the first finger. And then second finger. And third finger. And then fourth finger. Okay, so you can do without the bow. I'm just again showing you so you can hear it that I threw it and I released. Okay. That way, if you play like fast fingers, like say, if I need to do that, or on a trill maybe. Okay. I am throwing and I'm releasing every single time, so I'm not really getting tight and tired. The tension is not adding up and accumulating as I continue to trill, so I can find that comfortable spot here. And you see how it stays really articulated and active and fresh every single time. It's not changing at all because I'm not getting tired as I'm doing it. So just a thought for you. And so once you understand this release mechanism, you know, you can train yourself to do it in even a split second. And so thinking more large scale, if you have a phrase that, you know, you're playing really fast 16th notes and then you end that phrase, even though the 16th notes continue, you can release right at the phrase and then go, you know, carry on, and then find places throughout your piece where you can just have that little moment of release. And that helps tremendously, because once the muscles have a chance to take a quick break, then they can, you know, they're refreshed and they have the energy and the power to go on to all the other things we require of them. So I hope that helps, and, you know, just practice doing that. See if you can incorporate that into your regular playing. I can pretty much say that almost all professionals, they're able to do this, because without that, you know, it just gets to be too laborious, and we get too bogged down, and so we have to find ways to release. One more word is that there are times where we don't want to drop release, obviously. So if you're playing like a sustained passage, we want to actually sink in, right, and use more pressure than we need to. So that's like, I'm really putting a lot of pressure on the string. If I don't, it sounds like this. So see that sound? And then I'm going to increase pressure on my fingertip and see how that sounds a lot sweeter and more clear. So there are definitely times to use drop release and times not to use it, but regardless, we want to be able to use it when we need it.